Hi Pisces, this is your reading for the time period of November 1st to November 18th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel or you're just visiting, welcome to Imani's Light Work, okay? Um, If you haven't checked it out yet, I do have a section called Keys to Akasha, and there I do cover news stories, celebrity passings, missing persons reports, cases that you see show up in the news, etc. If you do have an inquiry about that section on my channel, please feel free to email me at ifadivination777@gmail.com or send me a direct message to my IG at AmaniIfe777, okay? So we are going into Scorpio season. I hope that October treated you okay. Let's see what's going on with the first half of November for you, Pisces. Okay, so the Three of Wands energy is underneath, but I get an Aries. What is she doing? So when I say Aries element, it could also be, if it's not only an Aries female, it could be Aries males, Leo energy, Sag. They all don't know what they're doing. So when I ran through all the fire sign energy, they keep disappearing. So the question that you have for them pertains to the reason into why they keep this. I get from a business deal. It pertains to the reason into why they keep disappearing from a business deal. But something's going on with what Aries and Sag. Something is going on particularly with an Aries and the Sag element. But there's a bought a house on someone else's expense, or they just went someone's going on realty with those elements. So they could have went somewhere far out to buy a home, or in the boonies. So like if you live in the United States, or especially if you live down south, or like in Baltimore, Maryland, and Atlanta, and places like that. The boonies. If you don't know what the boonies, I'm kind of a I'm gonna say baby boomers would know. Well, baby boomers would know what that is, but I would be considered a millennial. But I think when people say boonies, they're referring to woodsy areas. Woodsy areas, but they bought a house. Somebody bought a house in a very woodsy area. And it could be the areas in the south. I keep feeling this feeling of on someone else's expense. Someone else's expense. They bought a house that is in the boonies, or near the boonies, near the woods, near a river, near bunnies and rabbits and deer. It just depends on what's going on there. So, but I don't want to live there. So when I said it, is I don't want to live there. So they could be, I don't either you don't want to live there, you don't want to visit there. It just depends. They could be having housewarmings and things of that nature. But they could be having housewarmings and things of that nature. In a property that they put down on, in a property that they bought. But why don't they invite certain people? So when I said that, why aren't they inviting certain people to the housewarming? It just depends. If it's not a housewarming and things of that nature, someone could be just inviting you to some type of situation. If it's not houses that somebody's buying in an area that fits that description that I just gave, if someone isn't doing that necessarily, are they or not? If someone isn't doing that necessarily, you yourself could just be co-workers. You yourself could just be getting invited to do something with fire sign energies that are co-workers, friends, family members. They're just inviting you to an area that looks like that. So that could be the area where friends live. That could be an area where a co-worker or a friends they live in areas that fit that description that I just gave. I'm scared. And when I said it, I'm scared. That's why I said you're not sure if you want to go, but taking someone else with you. So your unsureness, by you being unsure, you may need to take someone else. You may need to take someone else with you. So if those aren't literal examples, like if that isn't like a literal situation that's happening, then it could also be metaphoric. When people say you're going into the woods, you don't know what's going to happen with the fire sign energies in a business deal because they keep disappearing. So the same, however you want to look at going into the woods, however you want to look at boonies, you could use that in a literal sense, or it's metaphoric for a business deal. You don't know what's going to happen with these fire signs, their taxes. You're going into the boonies with these fire sign energies. You don't know what's going to happen between you and their taxes. So it just depends. So you're going into the woods. There's tricks and obstacles that lay ahead if it's metaphoric or it's literal. Okay. Your starting point has the King of Swords energy there, so you could be dealing with air sign elements that are men, but they're all some is also invisible. So something's going on with this. They, however, you all these metaphors, like something. I could already feel that something is heavily metaphoric about this reading already, and I didn't go any further. Something is going on with invisible. So they literally, the King of Swords energy could be an Aquarian, Gemini becoming invisible. So when I said Aquarians and Geminis, they're becoming invisible. Like they could be in a business. They could be in a business deal that you. They could be in a business deal that you have going on with these fire sign becoming invisible. That they're becoming invisible. They may be they may be in a business deal with you and these fire sign energies there, but got cheated out. So when I said that, they got cheated out, and because one of these elements, but Libra helping, so Libra could be helping in Aquarian, or in Aquarian, Libra is helping some type of figure out why they got cheated out. Libra's trying to figure out why they got cheated out, or it's in Aquarian, or a Libra could be helping, but nobody really is paying attention to that element helping. So that could be where the invisible analogy is coming from. But or sudden, if it's not anything like that with them helping, the invisible analogy, that could be how they are, and that could be how they feel in a business deal, because that could be how they feel in a business deal because something's going on with attention with this person, and they may not feel, they may not be receiving attention from the fire sign energies, and it could have something to do their taxes. It could have something to do with their taxes and things of that nature. But something is also going on with them. They may also try to help still, but Libra does that. So when I say that a Libra, that something about a Libra helping, that's a Libra's responsibility. But the invisible analogy could be attached to the Aquarian energy, but their money or their taxes. So the invisible analogy is attached to the Aquarian, but it has something to do with their money or their taxes in the fire signs use. But when I said it, the fire sign energies use their taxes, they use their money. So they could be, the invisible analogy could be that they don't see. The invisible analogy could be that the Aquarian energy may not even see that the fire sign energies have somebody else on their taxes, that the fire sign energies have somebody else on the Aquarian energies taxes, but heard Libra talking about that. So when I said that, 3 of Wands, you heard a Libra talking about that. That's what happens to the Aquarian. The invisible analogy don't see. The invisible analogy is that element doesn't see that happening. And something is invisible, like what's another situation where you make something like disappear? Like invisible in the sense where like a apparition. Invisible in a sense where the fire sign, it could be, the analogy is attached to the fire sign energies because of the way they move within Aquarian and their money, or who they have attached to the Aquarian energies money or their taxes. But it's the process that the fire sign energies went through to even do that is implies that something is invisible about it. Aquarian missed something is invisible about that process that the fire sign energies did, because the Aquarian energy missed that, they missed a key factor. They miss a key factor in the business deal, and that could be what a Libra said, and that could be why a Libra is helping. It just depends on why are they doing that to them. So when I said that, why are the fire sign energies doing that to an Aquarian? The Libra, that could be a question. That could be a question that a Libra has for you, because you may be in a position where you may have gotten the heads up into what's happening to the Aquarian. You may have gotten the heads up into what's happening with the Aquarian and their money, or just happening to them. I keep feeling this feeling of invisible happening to them. Period. But it has something to do. The heads up that you receive is coming from the fire sign energies, and the heads up that you receive, you're relaying that heads up that you receive from the fire signs. You're relaying that heads up to the Libra, but they keep asking. When I said that, the Libra just keeps asking. They just keep asking. So it could be Gemini energies, it could be Geminis. It could be, I feel like the Libra is helping the Aquarian. They need to find out the truth about what's happening with their money and fire signs and why they're being cheated out. And if it's not money and taxes that the fire sign energy, but they're oblivious. So when I said money and taxes and things of that nature, the invisible analogy and is it also resonates with the idea that they may also be oblivious. It already clarifies the idea that something may be oblivious about how they're oblivious to how the fire sign energies move with their money. It's invisible. The way they move is it may be snake like the way the fire sign energies move with them. Are you moving this way with this person? But only one. So if you're three of wands, if separate from fire sign energies, you may be moving this way with Aquarian. You could be moving this way with a Libra. But I feel more so Libra is in. I feel the Libra helps a situation. You could be moving that way with Geminis and Aquarian energy, but they get stolen from. When I hit Gemini, they get stolen from. Invisible analogies, oblivious analogies, they get stolen from. They don't know Aries and Sag take from them or have someone else on their taxes. The Aries and Sag have someone else on Gemini and Aquarian energies taxes. And that could be why they're oblivious, but I want to help. They're oblivious to that, and you're like, I want to help. Whatever this environment is, it could be a workplace. This could be a private business deal. Aquarian getting cheated out. It's a private business deal where the Aquarian energy is getting cheated out. So if it has nothing to do with money, or Gemini's being stolen, Gemini males being stolen, and Libra helping them. Libra may have remorse. Libra may have remorse for these other external air sign elements that are guys. But the question is, why is the Aries in the Sag? It could also be Leo. Why are these fire sign they betrayed? These fire sign energies betrayed. Why are they treating external air sign elements, Aquarians and Geminis in the way that they are? But deem them to be easy. So when I went on that example, the spirit clarified they deemed them something is invisible. They're doing something. They're doing something. What do you call it? Something is oblivious. They're doing something. They're doing something so slick to them, but it has something to do with their easiness. But all they hear is money. So the reason why they're blindsided by something so easily is because all they hear is a certain amount of money in their ear, not reading the fine details. All they hear is a certain amount of money being ringing in their ear that the fire sign energy business deals, and this is how much you're gonna make. This is how much you're gonna put in, and this is how much you're gonna generate back. But they're not listening. When I said something also is going on with them, they may also not be listening. But at the same time, they're not reading the fine money is talking to them, but at the same time they're not reading the fine details. But how do you know that? So when I said, how do you know that? The fire sign energy, they take care of you. The fire sign energies take care of you. But how do you know they're playing this person in the way Gemini and Aquarian? How do you know that they're playing a Gemini energy in Aquarian? How do you know that? Libra could have saw something, a secretive camera. So when I said Libra seeing something, they may have hooked up a secretive camera in an office. They could have hooked up a secretive camera at somebody's house. They could have hooked up a secretive camera outside. There's millions of secretive cameras outside. There's satellites with cameras. there's satellites going towards the stratosphere that these elements aren't even aware of. You know what I mean? And picking up conversation, their transactions that they do out satellite, their transactions and things that they do is being picked up on a satellite outside, and way into the stratosphere. They're being processed way into the stratosphere. Their damn information is being processed. Do business deals outside. They have these kind of conversations outside. You know what this feels like? This feels like a situation here with like what do you call that? Like Google Maps. I'll give you a perfect example. Google Maps, for example, I typed in, this is a situation, I typed in an address, and I typed in, and your Google Maps gives you Google Maps gives you an image, like they give you images of, you can actually see people, like you can see your friends outside, you can see people walking dogs and things of that nature. But the satellites pick up conversations. The satellites outside, they pick up conversations and those kind of things. Aquarian oblivious. When I said that element element is that's why I said invisible and oblivious and things of that nature. They don't see the invisible situation with satellites. The invisible situation with them is that something's going on with something is heavy about a satellite. That something is heavy that's going on with a satellite that's connected to their phone, that's connected to. But somebody did that precisely. So somebody, what the hell? Somebody connected like a, what do you call those things? I wanted to go and finish that example that I was on before, where you type in an address, you type in an address, right? But if you want to see the full image, like if you want to physically see the building, like if you type in an address, but if you want to physically see the building, Google Maps allows you to do that. And there was a situation where I typed in something and I saw my sister outside walking the dog. This is like years ago, and something like that something's going on with this element. Something is happening with this person and their phone, but they're being tracked. So when I said they're being tracked, but the satellites are captured. Something's going on with them where they're doing business deals or transactions outside. But that's why the fire sign energies do something. That's why the fire sign energies are doing something to them in the way that they are. Don't want them to see something. So when I said they don't want them to see something, but they either the fire signs or them, they're having business deals and calculating things and transactions and whatever. They're doing it outside where the satellites have a connection to their phone and their laptops and their iPads and things of that nature. And they're picking up conversation. But Libra knows someone that can access that. A Libra knows someone that can access that system. A Libra knows someone that can access that. Why is that happening to an Aquarian? So when I said that, why is that happening to an Aquarian? That could be a question that a Libra has for them. That could be a question that a Libra has for you. But why is that happening? Why are Libra knows someone? Libra knows someone that works for Google. Like they may know someone that works for Google, or somebody that has that kind of access to the satellites and things of that nature. And they may have the Libra could have contacted that company. Libra could have contacted the person that they know in Google to erase something, and that could be how something is done to protect the Aquarian, or that could be how the Libra trying to protect the Aquarian. But that's really far out. Like is a business deal that serious? Is a business deal that serious to the point where somebody can't even do business outside? The spirit emphasizing somebody doing business outside is that is that they're unaware, that somebody isn't even thinking that deep or that far, that satellites outside far into space can pick up their conversations and government and things of that nature. So that hence the reason for why they're doing transactions and things, but don't want that picked up on camera inside. But they're going outside because they may be thinking that outside is not. They may be thinking that even outside is safer, but it's not. So this is like doing the secretive business deals and things. Like this is like doing secretive business deals and taxes and money and betraying certain people. Fire signs do that. Fire sign energies do that. But that could be something that they do inside, like indoors where there are cameras and somebody could erase somebody could have access to surveillance videos and erase them, but it's not that easy. So when I said that it's not that, it may not even be that easy to do. That's why they go outside. When I said that's why they go outside to do certain things. That's why they go out. They may not trust the fire sign energies to erase something that they said, or a Libra may not trust the fire sign energies to protect the Aquarian in the way that they promised that they would. So they're using their stuff. But this element goes outside to do those things, still being watched. They go outside to do those things, but they're still being watched by satellites. And they have a situation where another coworker, another business partner knows someone that works in Google, or they know someone that has access to that system that picks up the imagery when you type in Google and addresses and stop doing business outside. When I said that somebody should stop doing business outside, like outside the house or outside a business, outside a workplace, but they're not going to. When I said they're not going to, but has nowhere else to go to do that kind of stuff. So what is it that they're doing that's so serious that they need to go outside? They need to go down the street where there's no cameras, can't get away from cameras. No, in no way or setting here can somebody get away from cameras. It just depends on what's going on. Whew. Five of Cups energy is in the waiting position. or what you heard. So the Five of Cups energy in the waiting position is your energy, but it's also what you heard. It's also what I get surveillance. It's also what you heard about surveillancing. So this could be a situation. This could be a situation where you yourself may feel the need to retract areas. You yourself may feel the need to retract from, and if it's a business deal situation, you yourself may feel the need to retract from an Aries and go help Aquarians, go help Libras and things of that nature, but don't do business outside. So if that's something that you feel the need to do, if that's something that you're bent out of shape about doing, just don't do business outside. You may want to do business at cafe. You may want to consider doing business or having some type of conversation inside. But Aquarian needs to do that. So having a conversation, or what do you call it? Having a conversation, doing business transactions and things of that nature, going into it. Going into a cafe may be a bet, but there's still cameras, but you can't get away from cameras. Going into a cafe to do those kind of transactions and things of that nature, that may be a better bet for you and the Aquarian, or just the Aquarian, but fire signs still watch them. So even if they go into a cafe to do work, the fire sign energy still hook up someone to watch them because they have their taxes. That still hook up someone to watch them because they're on someone's taxes, or they have someone on their taxes, and that they're going to cafes, and something may also be pointless into them going to cafes, but at the same time they could still be away from the fire sign energies. But that could be their way of protecting a business deal. It just depends on what's going on. But why so deep? The Five of Cups energy, why so deep? What is happening in this business deal that somebody needs to go 5 avenues down just to have a conversation? It depends on what's going on. But it has something to do with taxes and information, and getting away from cameras and satellites and things of that nature. They do that business outside. Need to go into a cafe. They do that business outside, but they need to go into a cafe and have those kind of conversations and transactions and things of that nature. But I don't understand. So the Five of Cups energy, I don't understand. Like a move that they're with Libra, a move that they're making with a Libra, you may not understand. Are the fire sign energies moving this way around you? The fire sign energies could be moving this way around you in the business deal with a Libra or an Aquarian or a Gemini energy. But something they move that way, like the air sign energies that are males, they move that way with the fire sign energies around you, but at the same time you still know that they but feel like they're accepted. So when I said that these elements that are air sign elements, they one of them or however many of them, they feel like they're accepted by the fire sign energies, but you're aware of how they move with the fire signs, but being cheated out. At the same time, these air sign males, they move secretively. They move secretively with my business partners. They move secretively with your business partners. But it may not even the Five of Cups. It may not even matter to you because because of a Libra, that element is Aquarian and a Gemini. That they're being by Aries. That they're being cheated out of something by an Aries element. So something secretive move. Something could just be pointless about a secretive move that they keep making. With the Five of Cups energy in the waiting position. Interesting. The present has the Six of Pentacles, so Earth sign energy is there, but that's them giving back. So if this isn't only Earth sign energy, it could be the fire sign energy giving back to them. But I had to have a Five of Cups. I had to have a conversation with the fire Aquarian's money. I had to have a conversation with the fire sign energies about an Aquarian energy's money. But why they steal? You're asking the Aries, you're asking the set, why you steal their money that have part of their taxes. They have part of their taxes, but the obliviousness is that element doesn't know, thinks they're being favored by fire signs. The obliviousness is that this element doesn't know the fire sign energies have part of their taxes, and they think that they're partly accepted. They may be partly accepted by somebody, like they're partly accepted by someone. Like it's only halfway that they are accepted fire signs. It's only halfway that they are accepted by fire signs, but they may just want their information, but had to have a conversation. So you're aware of that. So you had to have a conversation with the fire sign. Give the Aquarians get their fair share. Give the Aquarian energy their fair share. Give the what the hell's the other sign? Give the Gemini energy that's a male their rightful pay. Give the Gemini energy their rightful pay. That's why the Six of Pentacles is in the present there with the Five of Cups. I know a lot. Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups. I know a lot. Like you're saying that you know a lot about you know a lot about cheating business partners. Cheating business partners in a sense is taxes, it's money, it's rightful pay, it's bonuses that were stolen, the bonuses that were stolen, and the bonus Aquarian, the bonus may supposed to go to the Aquarian energy there. The Aries has, when I said it, the Aries has that. Rightful pay to Gemini, Aries has. Rightful pay that's supposed to go to a Gemini, and Aries element has. Whichever fire sign, those elements, why are they safeguarding somebody's money? Just give the air sign males their money. But that could be why a Libra is complaining with the Six of Pentacles energy. I had to pull them aside. A Libra energy complaining about that exact reason, the Six of Pentacles, is that you have to pull a Libra aside to have that conversation about those external air sign elements that are men. They were given something also. So a Libra, Five of Cups energy, didn't know. A Libra was also given something also that belongs to these. A Libra was given something. That's why a Libra on the helping side. That's why a Libra is on the helping side, but Aquarian doesn't see. A Libra on the helping side and Aquarian energy doesn't see. Aquarian energy doesn't see that they are on the helping side. On however you want to look at on the helping side. On the helping side knows what the fire sign energies have been doing. On the helping side, the Libra knows what the fire sign. They know what the fire sign energies have been doing to the Aquarian for a long period of time. Why didn't they say anything? So when I said that, why didn't the Libra say anything to the Aquarian? But they received. So before I went on that example, the Libra element, Aquarian's money, the Libra element was given part of the Aquarian energy's money or part of their taxes, some type of pay some type of full pay, an amount of pay. It's broken up. Amount of pay that an Aquarian energy is supposed to receive is broken up. Like it's broken. They broke it up in pieces and dispersed. They broke it up in pieces. I keep feeling this feeling as I'm going on these examples. The spirit is like, why are they doing that to them? Why are they doing that to them? It's broken up in pieces and is being dispersed. So that could be something. That could be some out all the time. That could be something that happens to these external air sign males all the time. But I don't feel like it's the Libra has part of Aquarian's pay. The Libra has part of an Aquarian energy's pay. That's why they're on the helping side. The Libra is literally as their sign looks balance and scale. They literally balance in between the air sign men external and the fire signs. That balance and scale. They're right in between that. They're right in between Aquarian and Aries. They're right in between Gemini and Sag. They're right in between Gemini and Aries has their money. They have their money. They're balancing. They're rocking back and forth in between that balance and scale that is on their card. That's what's happening with them. But Aquarian deceived. So when I said the Aquarian energy feels deceived there, but don't know something yet, or I keep feeling oblivious. They don't know something yet, or they're starting to get inklings of something that's happening. So they have not been knowing something for a while, or they're starting to get inklings. Sag and Aries, they're starting to get inklings of what the Sag and Aries element are doing, of what they are doing. But Leo helps Libra. When I said that with the fire signs, a Leo helps Libra. The Leo helps a Libra there, and whatever level get Aquarian's money back. The Leo helps a Libra get an Aquarian energy's money back, or Gemini's. It just depends on what's going on there with the Six of Pentacles energy. But should I share the Six of Pentacles energy? Should I share? Five of Cups energy has part of Aquarian money. Six of Pentacles, Five of Cups energy. You also have, but how much do they get paid that you have part of their money also? What the hell is going on? How much does the Aquarian energy get paid in Gemini? How much does the Aquarian and Gemini energy get paid to the point where their money is being broken up like this? Like why is somebody's money being broken up like that? That's a question. That is a question that you have. I was just given. That's a question. That's a deep subconscious question that you have. But you're like but I was given. But I was given. But I was given that something could be going on with them with jealousy and envy and Gemini. Something could be going on with jealousy and envy with the Gemini with the fire signs. And that could be the oblivious, invisible feeling. Could be that they don't see how Aries feels. They don't see or they don't know how Aries and those fire signs really feel about them. They're envious. They're envious of the air sign men. They're envious of these external air sign elements that are men, but they treat Libra better. So those fire signs, they don't treat they may. However, someone is limited with the treatment that they give in Aquarian and Gemini, but for some reason they treat a Libra better. They treat the Libra better. They treat the Libra better. This depends on what's going on, and you don't understand. You don't you don't understand. For one situation, you don't understand why something is happening to someone. Like, that's one situation. But at the same time, you're also confused into why you're receiving part of somebody's pay. But I just accepted it. When I said it is a 5 of Cups, I just accepted it. I just accepted it with morals, but without even revisiting your morals. I just accepted it. But that's what a Libra does. So the revisiting morals, not revisiting morals. That's what a Libra male does. That's what a Libra does there. Wow. The Judgment card is in the future. Okay. Your instincts has the 6 of Cups energy is in the instincts there. So this could be the 6 of Cups energy, your energy. 6 of Cups energy is your energy. Could be external water sign energies coming back from the past, but I feel more so that's just me. 6 of Cups is just you. But the 6 of Cups being just you pretty much resides with the 6 of Pentacles energy. You need to get back to Aquarian. 6 of Cups in the instinct, 6 of Pentacles in the present. You need to get back to the Aquarian. Leo could have asked you to give back to the, but their share. A Libra and a Leo could have asked you to give back to the Aquarian. It's their share. Give the air sign element give them their share. Give them their fair pay. Give them their fair share that the fire sign energies took. But how long have you had? So when the 5 of Cups, how the 6 of Cups, 6 of Cups and 5 of Cups energy, all these cups, all this energy you got going on here. How long have you had? How long have you known? How long? 5 of Cups energy. It's these energy. This is a 5, and this is a 6. So however you want to utilize these numbers here. So the 5 represents the 5 could represent what's that damn month? 5 could represent May of 5 could represent May of this year. 6 could represent June of this year. But that's when something happened. So the May, June, going towards the summer, Aquarian. Something happened there with their money in the summertime or going towards the summertime. But that's when I received part of going towards the summer. That's when you receive because of a Leo or Libra going towards the summer. It could be when you got taxes. That could be when somebody got taxes back. Or they realized that someone was missing or not. But some money, whatever kind of pay. But say this could be a situation. You know what makes this so easy? What makes this so easy to do is that what makes this so easy to do is that somebody gets paid. Somebody gets paid such a large amount of money that they don't even realize that $100 is missing. As simple as that. Like somebody may get paid that much. For example, I'll give you a perfect example. Someone could be getting paid like $5,035, for example, $5,035, and like what's a good amount of that? What's a good percentage of that could be divvied up precisely? Like maybe like 150. Like something like that. It happens to Gemini. Something like that happens to a Gemini. Something like that, the spirit agreed. Something like that precisely happens to a Gemini energy or the Aquarian. But it's like a large. But the only way it won't be seen is you have to have a large amount of money in order to do it. In order to do that, it can't be a small amount of money that somebody's going to notice. But it has to be a large amount of money. But then someone shouldn't even care. So if whatever large amount of money, someone shouldn't even care, but they may be going off because they're finding out. they may start going off because they're starting to find out things because of Libras and Leos and you. Aquarians and Gemini, somebody's jealous of those elements there, or envious of them. Hence the reason for the invisible and their money. Someone is going on invisible with their money, or I don't know what's the other damn word. What do you call that? And I don't know if invisible is even the right word. I was feeling invisible there. I keep feeling their money. That something's going on with their money, and something is like a what do you call that? magic trick. Someone's going on. Some part of their money is invisible. Like that, the spirit is emphasizing that for some reason. Like someone's going on with their part of their money is invisible. Like they're not. It's oh I see. The spirit emphasizing invisible with them is because that's why the example that the spirit was giving with the large amount of money and a small part, that's where the oblivious, yes, that's where the invisible analogy is coming from, because part of it is missing, dispersed, part of it is dispersed, hence the reason for the invisible example constantly. All right, but they don't see. That's what they're not seeing. They're not seeing. But something's going on with them. 5 of Cups, they're starting to, because of Libra, they're starting to realize something because of Libra. Gemini starting to realize because of Libra. Are you realizing something because of those elements? But they treat me well. It's nothing's going on with you. It's this person. It's the Aquarian and Gemini elements. You may not understand. You may not understand why they're envious of. You don't understand why this elements, these 5 signs are envious of them, and they're doing this with their money. The reason why they could be, but talks too much also. The reason why into the reason one reason into why, if it's not jealousy and envy that the 5 sign energies have going on with this person, they just talk too much. They just talk too much about something. They've been talking too much in the sense that they may brag. That's the reason for the jealousy and envy. They may brag. Gemini male, Aquarian, they may brag about something all the time, but annoy 5 signs. It's something about something they constantly talk about or whatever it is that annoys the 5 sign energies, and that could be why they're doing what they're doing with their money. That could be why they're doing what they're doing with their money. And earlier on in the reading, and going outside to do transactions, that's what they need to do. They're going outside and transactions and conversations and things, that could be what they need to do. For some reason, they need to do that. Because if they do it indoors, a surveillance tape is going to pick up their conversation with police. A surveillance tape will potentially pick up their conversation that they want to have with police, because they're finding out things because of you and Libras and Leos. That's why, hence the reason for that's what the Libra being in the balance and the helping them, also helping fire sign, helping them, also helping fire sign. They go outside. They may not be supposed to be sharing things, but with the Libra, but the Libras also have the Libra against them. Also, Libra is against them on some level also, but at the same time they help them. But it's so extreme to the point where they're going outside and somebody that they're tied to has some type of government connection and satellites and things of that nature, but they're scared. So when I said they're becoming scared of that, they're scared of that. What in the hell? The accomplishment, there's your Gemini. There's a Gemini energy. All right. So the Gemini energy is right next to the King of Swords as an accomplishment. Okay. What do they see? 5 of Cups energy. What did a Gemini energy see? What did a Gemini energy see? What did a Gemini energy hear? Right next to them. The Gemini energy had conversation with Libras. The Gemini energy could be having Aries is becoming aware of that. The Gemini energy having a conversation with a Libra. They're becoming aware of that. Like what did I just say? I did say it. Gemini having a conversation with Libra. The Aries and Sag, or just the Aries becoming aware of those conversations. That's why I said the satellites and don't do inside. Something is heavy about having a conversation inside. So they should go outside to have a conversation with an Aquarian or with with Libra. That's their boss. Something going on with a Libra. That's the Gemini energy's boss. That's the Aquarian's boss, or that your boss. Somebody has a Libra that is a boss, or if it's not boss, like a serious boss, then it could be a love partner that they're like the boss to them. But don't go outside. When I finish that, don't go outside. Like one of these elements should not go outside to have transactions. They shouldn't be together outside. This could be a situation here where something that's happening to both of these elements, they're siding with each other. Both of these elements are finding out what's happening to them with their money and whatever else is going on with them. They took conversation outside. They're going to take a conversation outside, but warn. So 5 of Cups energy, you should warn them that they shouldn't go outside and have that kind of conversation. Stay in. They should or they should not go outside and have a conversation. Either way, they're gonna lose. So there's this. It's a lose their money. It's a lose situation with their money because what's happening. They can't stay inside. They can't stay inside and have a conversation about deception. They can't stay inside to have a conversation about deception. They can't go outside being watched. They can't go outside to have a conversation about deception. They're being watched. But Aries set that up. So when I said an Aries element set that up to happen to them, singular by themselves, or they can't be together. Singular by themselves, or something's going on with them being together. They can't be together. It's going to make something hotter. Them realizing what's happening with their money, singular or together, they may work in the same workplace. Singular or together, they're realizing that they're being betrayed by the fire sign elements there. So don't go. They shouldn't go outside to have. They shouldn't devise a plan against the fire sign energies there. It's going to make something hotter. They may need to talk on the phone. Still pick up conversation. If they talk on the phone with each other, it's still going to pick up their conversations. It's still going to pick up their conversations. But how can I help? Five of Cups energy. How can I help them? You know, you may be trying to figure out a way to figure out, but don't let Aries see. Trying to figure out a way to help them. Don't let Aries see. Don't let an Aries element see. Don't let them see. Wow. The spiritual self has your energy. There's the moon right next to the Five of Cups energy there. But I need to use the five of Cups right next to the intuition card. I need to use my intuition. Gemini and Aries and fire signs. I need to use my intuition about them. But getting stolen from. Something's going on. You may not earlier on in the reading with your money. I mean, earlier on in the reading with you having part of someone's money, I didn't even know that was happening. Earlier on in the reading with you having part of someone's money, I didn't even know that was happening. That's why I said earlier on in the reading, I just received what the fire sign energies gave me, but wasn't using your intuition that something was off. You may not have been using your intuition that something was off there. Or this could be a situation here where you could have been given part of someone's money, but the fire sign energies may not have told you this is the fire sign. They're like, here's just a small example. Here's $100. Here's $100. You know, I'm taking this out of the account for you. Here's $100, but it's not theirs, or you don't know that it's coming out of someone else's pay. That's why I said earlier on the reading, I just willingly received it. But somebody could be giving you something, but they're not attaching the description. They're not attaching the description they're not attaching the description of the reason into why they're giving you that amount of money. So that could be also why the intuition right next to the Five of Cups, that could be also why you didn't see something. That could also be why you didn't see something, or you didn't know something. Libra and Leo, they could have given you that heads up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, they're in the middle. Like something's going on with them. They're more so in the middle, the balancing scale. They're more so in the middle of situations that are happening here. But they're helping Aquarian. They're helping fire sign. They're helping you. They're not telling you. You need to talk to them. It just depends on what's going on there. Why am I? You're starting to realize the only reason why, if the fire sign energies didn't explain to you that this is Aquarians, this is Geminis, if they didn't do that, then you could just be finding out on your own. The way you're finding their conversations, the way you're finding out on your own is because of their conversations. It's because of their conversations they're having outside and inside on the phone. Oh. And that's why I said Six of Pentacles. That's why I said earlier on the reading, Six of Pentacles energy. I'm gonna have to give back what's not even mine. That I didn't even know that I didn't even know wasn't even mine. The mentality has the Death card, sign of Scorpio. All right, so Death card. That's why I said it could be other water sign energies, but that's just to the situation. So it could be a Scorpio external, but that's also to the situation that is happening here. That's the Death card energy is also you're thinking money. It has heavily to do with money and finding out it's yours, it's not yours. What the Aquarian Death card energy, what the Aquarian energy finding out in Gemini energies there, in Libras, and Libra involvement, and Libra being in between, and whatever fire sign energies there, and what they did, stole, betrayed, whatever. Wow. with the death card energy being in the mentality, but should I change jobs? So something that's going on here, like, should I change jobs? Should I temporarily leave a job from embarrassment? Should I temporarily leave a job from embarrassment? These energies, these that could be something they constantly do. They may vacation, they may temporarily leave somewhere because they keep finding out about, they keep staying somewhere. They keep finding out about betrayal, but they keep staying somewhere. It's like finding out about betrayal and stealing that's happening to them, but they still stay where that constantly happens to them. They still stick around where that constantly where conversations happen about them also. They still stick around where conversations happen about them all the time. And they still stick around stealing business partners. They still stick around. That's why I said earlier on the reading, and feeling invisible and attention. And that could be why they stick around. But it's not. They're not their friends. Those energies are not their. These Aquarians and Gemini. Those fire sign energies aren't their friends. Are you not their friends? Libra, pretending to be. Libra is pretending to be Aquarian and Gemini energy friend. But they stick around for the pay. They stick around for the pay. They stick around for the pay. But at the same time, people that they think like them don't really like them. They just want their money. This could be a situation here where somebody makes like what do you call it? So that's why I said large amounts of money and things of that nature that these air sign males they make. It could be female energies also. Now that the Gemini energy is here by itself, that could also be happening to Gemini male and female energies. But I feel more so it's these air sign Aquarians and Gemini energies that are men. They're men, but something is going on there. Something's going on where they're being something is going on with them with invisible. That could be an analogy that resides with how their money and people passing on their money is moving, but people don't like people. It's the reason for that is because people don't like them. Either it's because of envy and jealousy that they don't like them, or it's because they keep talking about something. That could be they talk and brag. That could be another reason into why. That could be another reason into why they don't like them, and that's why they're doing that to their money, or they just don't like them for what you don't have to have a reason to not like someone. You don't have to. I mean, someone may be wrong with that, but somebody just doesn't like them. So it doesn't even have to be what they're doing with their money, what they're or bragging or not. Somebody just doesn't like Aries. Aries just doesn't like them. Whatever fire sign does it, Sag, whatever, they just don't like them, or they pretend to like them because of the amount of money they make. Death card energy. How to tell? Something about that. What I just said could be what you heard. Hey, because of a Libra. So when I said it's because of a Libra, Libra could have pulled you inside, and a Libra could have pulled you inside and said, "This is what the Aries said about Gemini. This is what the Aries said about Aquarian. This is what a Sag. This is what a Sag said about Aquarian. This is what they said about Gemini." Wow. With the death card energy, that's why I said Five of Cups earlier on the reading. I know a lot. I don't know. I know a lot. I don't know. I don't even know how to tell. Should I tell? Should I not tell? But it's their choice. But should I tell or should I tell or should I not tell? It's their choice to stick around somewhere still. They could be finding out something, but they're still somewhere. They're still somewhere, or they don't know something yet, and they're somewhere still. And the new job energy could be what Gemini wants to do. The new job could be what a Gemini energy wants to do, or the Aquarian, or they left the job, or they could have already left the job because of that. Wow. What's changing is a Three of Swords energy there, But Three of Swords energy is Aquarius it resides with the air sign elements, thinking that they're hurt. The Three of Swords, you're thinking that they're hurt, you feel bad and things of that nature, feel bad. Five of Cups in the waiting position there, you know. Five of Cups, Three of Swords. It's in a changing position, so it's in a change because you need to tell someone something. It's the Three of Swords is changing because you need to tell the air sign elements something. If you tell them, it'll safeguard you. If you tell them, it will safeguard you. But don't tell them how long it's been happening. So when I said that, don't tell them how long it's been happening. Like you may need to approach them in a, like you just found out something. You may need to approach them in a way like you just found out something, but it could be something that it could be something because of Libra or Leo, whatever. It could be something that you've known for like that, like I said, since the summertime or since before the summer hit. It could be something you've known since then. But why are you withholding? Why are you withholding, or why are you not telling someone what's happening with them that you see? But you're gonna break down. You're gonna break down. You're gonna break down now and say something. It's the 3 card, so you could be doing this on the 3rd of November. You could be doing that on the 3rd. You got 3s and 5s here that week. 3s, the week of the 3rd, whatever day that is there. 5, the 5, 3, these 5s here. You could be doing that within that week. The 3, 4, 5, 6, that week. You could be revealing that week. You may need to reveal something. You need to reveal something that week. Or the week after. It depends on what's going on. Wow. Lord have mercy. 4 of Pentacles is going towards the Judgment card, but my money. The 4 of Pentacles going towards the Judgment card. My money. Something's going on with your money. Your something is changing. It's part of it isn't yours. Something's going on with your money. Part of it is changing. Some part of it isn't yours. So earlier on in the reading, it's the Aquarius. It's the Geminis, the Libras, whoever, air sign, male. Like part of it is this 5,000 35 is not yours. Whatever the situation is there, going towards the Judgment energy there, how to give it back. Going towards the Judgment, how to give it back to the air sign. Whichever air sign, how to give it back to them. That's what. But like I said earlier on in the reading, you're thinking that someone won't even care or notice because it's such a large amount of money that they make all the time. So you may be thinking, but it's just the idea of whether somebody makes a large amount of money like that all the time, doesn't matter. Something part of it is still their money. Some part of it is still their money. But at the same time, you're thinking that they won't care. They make so much. You're thinking that they won't care. It's just the idea that someone is doing that. Period. Like some people have a choice whether to do something devious or not. It just depends on what's going on, into why they feel the need to do that. Somebody just doing something because they just don't like someone, or pretending to like someone for years. Someone's pretending to like someone for years. Someone pretending to like someone for years here. Like years. I guess it's a years situation. That's why I said how to tell someone something now. Like you know for however long. Could be 13. Could be 13 years. I don't know. This energy is also a Scorpio. Something could be going on with Scorpio elements. Scorpio, you got Scorpio here, Gemini. This energy could be an external hiding. This energy could be an external Pisces that's hiding in a workplace, family. This could be something that's happening, air sign men. This could be something that's happening in a family with the air sign men. The Spirit emphasized there is something's going on with them heavily. Wow. Or something's going on with a Scorpio, and something. A Scorpio could have left. They could be coming back. Something may be important about a Scorpio. Something could happen. Something could help Aquarian. Scorpio may help in Aquarian. Like by them, they don't intervene with anything else. They just help in Aquarian energy. They just help them outwardly or behind the scenes. Behind the scenes, a Scorpio element helps in Aquarian. Behind the scenes or outwardly, and that could be why the 5 of Cups energy is there. Scorpio helps the Aquarian or Gemini. They help them. They secretively help them. But them secretively helping each other you're gonna lose part of your money. By them secretively helping each other, you're gonna lose part of your money. 4 of Pentacles going towards the Judgment, or the 5 sign energies are. 5 sign energies are. There's no 5 sign energy here either, except for the 3 of Wands energy underneath. That could just be the way they just do business with people's money and taxes and whatever it is, and pay and rightful pay, not giving it, not giving it. But Scorpio got tired of that. So when I ran on that example, Scorpio got tired of that. Scorpio, they could have done that. They could have done that. They could have done that to a Scorpio, and that could be why Scorpio isn't somewhere. They could have done that to a Scorpio element there, as well. And whatever the situation is, they could have done that to a Scorpio, and that could be why it has remorse for Aquarian. That could be why a Scorpio has remorse for Aquarian and Gemini. Mm, right? Let's see what the outcome is here. Pisces. Two of Swords energy. I keep feeling this heavy Aquarian energy all the time. Aquarian, Gemini, the air sign. You may not know how to tell. You don't know how to tell them something. You know, it's Two of Swords and the outcome. You don't know how to tell. Let's figure out what's going on. Two. Money. Yes, you don't know how to tell them. You don't. It could be money loss that you need to tell them about. Whichever air sign, you don't know how to tell them about money loss, but they're gonna have to wait till next year. So when I said that what's happening here is happening in the culmination of this year, 2019 year. So they're gonna have to wait till they file taxes again. They're gonna have to wait till next year, rightful pay. They're gonna have to wait till next year to receive part of their rightful pay or their full rightful pay. But get Aries out the way. So when I said Aries needs to be out of the way, whatever fire sign needs to be out of the way in order for somebody to have their money or full pay or rightful pay or full taxes. Fire sign energies need to be out the way. Fire sign energies need to be out of the way. They need to be out of the way. But somebody's gonna have to wait till next year to receive something. You know, that could be when sometime next year could be a bonus. Sometime next year could be when somebody is supposed to receive a bonus. It could be you. That could be when, but they protect. Every time I say you, they protect. They protect. You know, I don't feel like anything is crazily is going on with you. I feel like helping Aquarian. I feel like you're trying to help in Aquarian or Gemini. I feel like you're in a placement. You're in a placement where you're observing another coworker or business partner is being done wronged, is being wronged, and you need to step up. You know, I feel like that's what's happening you for here. I don't feel like anything crazy is going on with your money. I feel like you were giving somebody's money, but I don't feel like anything's going on with your money. You know? Wow. Businesses. It felt heavy business. I don't know. I don't feel. I mean, it could be love and things of that nature, but I felt more so. I feel more so as jobs and business deals. Like I always say, love and those kind of relationships are always intertwined in business, and that could also be why that could also be why the fire sign energies do business the way they do. Someone may be secretive. Someone may be secretive about how someone is secretive about they could be in a love partnership. They're not. They could be someone could be secretive. That could be why Aquarian acting out. What they have going on could be why the Aquarian energy is acting out. And them acting out and going outside could be blame them for something. Them acting out, going outside could be them blaming the fire sign energies for something. And that hence the reason for why taking part of their money. That could be why they're taking part of their money because of that. Whatever it is going on with that. So, like the beginning, like I said, and boonies and Aquarian, that boonie analogy resides with the air sign male, the Aquarian and Gemini. The Aquarian, the boonies is that element, you know, the boonie idea, the woods, going into the woods with this business and not seeing invisible things and popping up and whatever. You know, literally like going into the woods like that fairy tale movie where the witches were going into the woods and they're like, what's going on? And things, random scenarios kept happening and whatever. That could be that could be residing with the air sign energies there. You know, or being invited in the housewarming with someone else's money, the housewarmings and the houses and the buying the houses is somebody did that with someone that I see what's going on. Somebody's doing that. Like we're in oblivious, so somebody's doing that kind of stuff and whatever they're doing that, but it's the fire sign just doing that, but it's with someone else's money. It's with the air sign element's money. It's with their money. You know. being invited. That's why you're like, not sure if I want to go to their house warming. I'm not sure if I want to go to their house warming, to a house that they bought with Aquarian taxes, a house they bought with Aquarian taxes, or part of Aquarian energy taxes. Hmm. You know, I don't know if I want to go. You know, I don't know if I want to go. I don't know if I want to see Aries and Sag. I don't know if I want to see Aries and Sag elements. I don't know if I want to see them like that. I don't like how they deceive air sign elements like that. Buying houses and houses and but getting foreclosed on. So the houses could be getting foreclosed on. Aquarian finding out something. They could be getting foreclosed on, but the reason they're getting foreclosed, but it's like the Aquarian energy is finding out something. That's why I said going outside and having conversations on. They could be finding out that the fire sign energies got that house, got those houses, but getting another one. So when I said them finding out that the fire sign energies got those houses with their taxes and money, the fire sign energies, they're getting another one. Because something messed up, Aquarian intervene. The Aquarian energy intervene with their stuff, but they know that or they don't know that. And that hence the reason for earlier on in the reading, going outside and how to get them to lose their properties, or they don't know, that property was bought with their taxes or their money or their pay. It could be friends that deceiving, deceptive friends, and this could be something shared business with friends, but not a move. Shared business with friends is not a good move here. It's not a good move. You're like, how did somebody, how they even, but these elements, they've been in deep business with each other for years. And that's why I said that could be why the air sign elements can't leave, or they won't leave. May not care or see invisible. May not care or see what's happening. Oh. All right, Pisces, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.